Good morning, everyone. It's great to see so many of you out here. We didn't anticipate such a large crowd when we first set this up. Next year, we'll be better prepared to accommodate even more. So thanks again. So this is our first Oil Sands Monitoring Symposium jointly by AEMERA and Environment Canada. These events don't just happen. As you know, there's a lot of organizational needs. Many staff have worked hard to make this happen. One in particular, Krista Tremblett here, has done most of the organizing, especially once we sold out in the first week or 10 days. She had to scramble every time we had to accommodate more people, so thanks, Krista. I hope over these 2 days you'll get a flavor for the massive capacity of science and the effort that is going on in the oil sands region to monitor and report and so forth. There's a lot more to do and a lot more to improve upon, but you will get a flavor of what's happened so far. We also hope that this kind of symposium will lead to meaningful conversations and help from you and recommendations that will enhance what we do. So we look forward to your input, and your cards that are there, please fill them out. The Joint Oil Sands Monitoring Plan was a 3-year agreement between the Alberta government and the Canadian government and was announced in 2012. So 3 years are up, and that is why we wanted to have a report back session so you know what has gone on during these years. The audience today represents that diversity of people who have been involved in this. We have amongst you today First Nations and Métis organizations, provincial and federal government departments, nonprofit organizations, oil sands companies, consultants, and academic institutions. So your networking would be very rich. There are over 24 science presentations over the next 2 days. We hope you will enjoy that, and we hope that that shows the level of commitment to this region. I've been at the helm of this AEMERA organization for only 5 months, and I want to say a sincere thank you to many of you who reached out and provided goodwill and expressed your support. That is well appreciated. I also know that many of you expect much more from us, and you might be impatient that we are not delivering at the pace at which you expect it to be. Be patient and help us. That is what we want to take the journey together, so feel free to give your input. I look forward to that. 2 weeks ago, we announced through the media and so on the appointment of our Vice President and Chief Scientist, Dr. Fred Rona. He will be starting on April 7th, and we are very excited about it. He is well-liked, renowned, very capable, and will enhance this whole program. Today, all of you have the privilege, I would say, of hearing our science advisory panel that we are going to announce today to you first and then out to the media. So that I don't mess up their names, I better read this carefully. So we have 6 members. They are very renowned. They come from, we tried to pick them for their different media expertise, and they are Dr. Jill Barron. She will chair the first meeting that we will hold most probably in June, and she's the founder and co-director of the John Wesley Powell Center for Earth System Science Analysis and Synthesis at Colorado State University out of Fort Collins, Colorado. We have Dr. John Geisey, faculty member of the Department of Veterinary Biomedical Sciences, Faculty of Toxicology Center, and Emeritus Distinguished Professor of Zoology at Michigan State University, and Professor and Canada Research Chair at the University of Saskatchewan. Then we have Dr. Joanne Nightingale from the National Physical Laboratory in the United Kingdom and a research scientist, Sigma Space Corporation contractor in the Terrestrial Information Systems branch at NASA, Goddard Space Flight Center at Greenbelt, Maryland. And then we have Dr. Reed Noss, Provost, Distinguished Research Professor, Davis Shine Professor of Conservation Biology, and Pegasus Professor in the Department of Biology at the University of Central Florida, and President of the Florida Institute for Conservation Science out of Orlando, Florida. And then we have Dr. Russell Schnell, Deputy Director of the Global Monitoring Division of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration out of Boulder, Colorado. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Alexander Sascha Zender, Professor Emeritus of ETH Zurich, Switzerland, visiting professor and member of the Board of Trustees at Nanyang Technology University in Singapore, and Scientific Director of Water Resources, Alberta Innovates Energy and Environment Solutions. So as you can see, these 6 members are very renowned, and we are very fortunate as Albertans to have their expertise to help us forward from here on. There will be an advisory panel that would give us advice on various questions that we might pose to them from time to time.